Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see how to draw traces for hyperbolic paraboloid, and this is our standard form for hyperbolic paraboloid. And also, if you want to know the shape of the hyperbolic paraboloid, it should look like this is our shape for hyperbolic paraboloid. Now let's go ahead and draw our traces. So let's start with the xy trace. To find the xy trace, we have to equate this z is equal to 0. So we are going to have 0 is equal to x square over 4 minus y square over 2. Therefore, if I move this y square over 2 to this side, that's going to become y square over 2 is equal to x square over 4. Therefore, if I solve for y, that's going to be 2x square over 4 square root, and that's going to be equal to square root of 2x square over 2, and 2 is basically root 2 by root 2, so we can cancel this 1 of the root 2, and that's going to become x square over, actually this x, when we square root that, x square become x. Okay, so root 2 x over 2, and we are going to get x over root 2, and that's plus or minus. Okay, so plus or minus x over root 2, and from this one we can see that this is an equation of a line. So we are going to have a line that's passing through the origin both sides. Okay, both sides, right? Now let's turn this one around. Okay, so this is our line passing through both sides. Now the next thing is we had to, but here we have one more thing, like when we have this z is equal to 0, this pass through the origin, like we have a line. But if we go a little bit above that one, like for example, if this is equal to 1, we are going to get a totally different graph. Let's go ahead and try that one. 1 is equal to x square over 4 minus y square over 2. You can recognize this is the equation for a hyperbola, right? Hyperbola, and that's opening in the x-axis because x is positive. So we are going to have hyperbola in the x-axis. Now let's draw that one too. And also I had to be careful about the places I'm starting. Okay, so before I go ahead and do that, I draw a rectangle. So x square over 4, that's going to be 2 plus 2 minus 2. So let's say this is plus 2 minus 2, and this is going to be 1 over root 2. Y is 1 over root 2, 1 over, okay, 2 is root 2 actually, root 2 is 1.4 something, and this is also negative 1.4 something. And if we draw a rectangle right here, okay, this is our rectangle. Okay, now the hyperbola is going to go like this. Right, and that's how it should look like. And this is for xy trace. Now let's go ahead and draw for xz trace. Xz trace, we have to equate y is equal to 0, so we are going to have z is equal to x square over 4, and this is going to be a parabola opening upward. So we can go ahead and draw that one. Okay, parabola opening upward. And let's go to the yz trace. Yz trace, we equate x is equal to 0, so we are going to have z is equal to negative y square over 2. So this is going to be a parabola opening downward. Okay, and that's it, that's our traces. And let's compare this one with our graph. Okay, and if you look at this one from top, you will see hyperbola, right, along the x-axis. And also in the xz trace, we had a parabola opening up. You can see that this is our xz trace. You can see the parabola opening up, right? And also yz trace, you will see parabola opening down, because this is inside of this, like, think like going through a cave or something like that. Like, you will have parabola opening down like that, right? And that's how we draw traces for this hyperboloid. This is a hyperbolic paraboloid, right? I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.